Welcome back to AI Brief, episode 49. I'm Amin, and as always, we have Leah with us today. So, Leah, we're going to dive into some pretty major AI news today. Everything from a potential Silicon Valley showdown to AI's surprise appearance at the Super Bowl. And on top of all that, we'll be looking at some new tools that are really blurring the lines between reality and AI-generated content.
It's certainly been a busy week in AI, Amin, and it's really interesting to see these developments impacting not just tech, but culture as well.
For sure. So let's start with a story that has everybody talking Elon Musk's bid to take back control of OpenAI.
Oh.
He reportedly offered something like $97 billion for it. But this all seems to be about more than just the money, right?
Absolutely. It really does seem to be a clash of ideologies more than anything. A real battle for the future of AI. Musk has always been a big advocate for open source AI. He believes that everyone should be able to access and benefit from it. OpenAI's current CEO, Sam Altman, on the other hand, is steering the company in a more commercial direction, toward a for-profit model. This bid represents a major power play that could completely change the AI landscape.
And this isn't just some behind-the-scenes thing either. Their little exchange on Twitter with Altman sarcastically offering to buy Twitter back from Musk for a fraction of the price just adds another layer to all of this.
Yeah, it shows how competitive all of this is. And it's important to remember, we aren't just talking about companies here. These are influential people who have the power to shape how AI is developed and how it affects our lives.
Okay, so let's break this down for our listeners. What would an open source approach to AI actually mean compared to a for-profit approach?
Yeah.
What would the differences be for the average user?
Well, with open source, you might see faster innovation and wider access to these technologies. It could allow smaller companies, researchers, and even individuals to contribute to AI, and everyone would benefit from the advancements. On the other hand, a for-profit model would likely prioritize commercially viable applications, which could mean that development in areas that aren't as profitable, though maybe just as important for society, could be limited.
Let's shift gears now to something a bit lighter, at least on the surface, the Super Bowl. This year, we saw a ton of AI-themed ads from some big tech companies like OpenAI, Google, and Meta.
Yeah, it really seems like AI is moving past just specialists and tech enthusiasts now. It's entering the mainstream. These companies are fighting for public attention, trying to familiarize everyone with AI, and maybe even trying to shape how the public sees the technology.
OpenAI's debut ad with its simple black and white visuals really caught my attention. It felt almost like a mission statement, putting AI up there with things like electricity and space travel.
It was a bold move, for sure. It really suggests that OpenAI has big plans for AI's future impact, and it reflects OpenAI's shift from just a research lab to a company that wants to be a household name.
Google's ad campaign didn't have the smoothest start, though.
Yeah.
Remember that cheese thing?
Oh, yeah. Their first ad had some pretty big factual errors about different types of cheese, which just goes to show even the most advanced AI systems can still make mistakes. It's a reminder that while AI is incredibly powerful, it's still under development and needs to be carefully managed.
True. But they were quick to release a corrected version, showcasing their Gemini Live AI. I think it's interesting how these companies are trying to present AI in a way that's relatable, even heartwarming.
Yeah, they're definitely aiming to make AI less mysterious, showing it can be used not just for complex things, but for everyday tasks and problem solving too.
The Super Bowl is all about reaching a massive audience. And seeing how much AI was in this year's ads really emphasizes the point. AI is becoming a bigger and bigger part of our culture and our lives.
It's not some futuristic thing stuck in a lab anymore. It's part of our entertainment, conversations, and marketing.
Speaking of blurring lines, let's talk about a development from ByteDance, the company behind TikTok. They've introduced this new AI model called Goku, and its capabilities are really impressive.
So Goku is designed to create images and videos. It blends them seamlessly. It really takes things to another level. What's interesting is that it uses something called rectified flow. This lets it create incredibly smooth and realistic transitions between images. Imagine ads that look hyper-realistic. You can't even tell what's real and what's AI generated.
So how does this rectified flow work? What makes it so different from previous AI video techniques?
Well, the old method struggled to create smooth transitions. You would end up with choppy movements, things that didn't look natural. Goku's rectified flow technique looks at the motion patterns in a video, and it uses that to predict and generate frames. It keeps the flow consistent, so the transitions end up being smooth and lifelike.
I could see this having huge implications for marketing and advertising. Goku Plus lets companies create dynamic videos just from static product pictures. It can even generate human avatars that interact with the products.
Yeah, it's a game changer. If you're a company that wants to create engaging content, but you don't want to spend a lot of money on filming videos, this is it. Imagine turning a simple product photo into a video ad that shows everything it can do.
But this also brings up some questions, right? Like, how do we know what's real and what's AI generated in the future?
Yeah.
What about misinformation or deepfakes that are impossible to tell apart from reality?
Those are valid concerns, and it just shows that we need to develop and use AI responsibly. As these technologies become more advanced, we have to find ways to verify the authenticity of content, and we need to educate the public about how easy it is to manipulate things.
It's exciting, but also a bit unsettling. It's a real glimpse into the future of media. Now let's look at a few other big AI developments. DeepSeek, the Chinese startup behind that impressive R1 reasoning model, is on a huge hiring spree. They're attracting top AI talent from everywhere. Some people think they might be aiming for artificial general intelligence (AGI).
Yeah, DeepSeek is definitely shaking things up in the global AI race. They're focused on developing systems that can think and problem solve like humans. That's a big step towards AGI. It'll be interesting to see how their approach stacks up against companies like OpenAI and Google.
And speaking of OpenAI, they're working on designing their own AI chips. It's all about reducing their dependence on Nvidia. This could give them a big advantage when it comes to cost and performance. It could speed up their progress.
If they control their own chip production, OpenAI would have more flexibility and control over their hardware. They could optimize it specifically for their models, which would give them an edge in terms of speed and efficiency, maybe even lead to even bigger breakthroughs.
On a more accessible note, Google is expanding access to Notebook LM, their AI-powered research assistant. They're making the premium features available to a wider audience. I think this could be big for students, researchers, and really anyone who needs to process a lot of information quickly.
It shows how these powerful AI tools are becoming more and more accessible. Imagine having an AI assistant that can summarize complex research papers for you, or pull out the key takeaways, or even help you write something creative based on your research.
It's amazing to see how these tools are evolving and becoming a part of our everyday work. Now let's talk about some AI tools our listeners can use right now. Things that can make them more productive, more creative, and help them streamline their daily tasks.
We put together a list of some really cool and practical AI tools. They cover all sorts of applications.
So first up is Krea Chat. This is an AI image editing tool. You can create and edit images using simple commands. You can literally say, make the sky purple or add a unicorn, and it'll happen.
It's really intuitive and powerful. Even if you don't know anything about design, you can play around with different styles, add elements, change the look of your images, all with a few words.
Next is Mistral Small 3. This is an open source language model that's known for being fast and accurate. It's a great resource for developers and researchers who work on language-based applications.
And for anyone who has trouble with language barriers, there's Talo. It's a real-time voice translator for video calls. So you can have conversations with people from all over the world, no matter what language they speak.
The game changer for global collaboration. It opens up so many possibilities.
Now, if you feel like you're drowning in notes, Tana can help. It's an AI note-taking app that uses voice commands and smart organization. It can really boost your productivity. You can capture, organize, and find information without any effort.
And for all those meetings that seem to go on forever, Otter.ai is great. It's an AI meeting assistant. It records audio, takes notes, keeps track of what needs to be done, and even writes summaries. That way you can actually pay attention to the conversation instead of just writing everything down.
Ubeak is perfect if you're doing outreach or sales. You record one video message, and Ubeak creates over 1,000 personalized videos from it. It customizes the content for each recipient. It's a powerful way to make your outreach more engaging.
That's amazing. It's like having a bunch of virtual assistants making custom video messages for you.
If you need to do research, Solatus is great. It's an AI-powered tool that gives you fast and accurate results. You can use it for academic research, product research, market research. No more digging through endless search results.
Exactly. Solatus analyzes huge amounts of data, finds the key trends, and gives you concise insights. It can save you so much time.
And if you want to simplify things even more, there's Lazy. This tool lets you take notes and save information with just one keyboard shortcut. It's great for those times when you have a quick thought or idea. You can easily store it and find it later.
We all have those moments where we need to jot something down quickly. Lazy lets you do that without disrupting your flow. Now, if you're ever feeling overwhelmed by all the tools out there, Tool for that can help. It's an AI search engine. It finds the right tool for whatever you need to do.
It's like having an AI assistant that knows every single tool. It can recommend the best one for what you need, so you don't have to waste time searching.
Speaking of assistants, Oasis by Before Sunset is a really cool tool. It uses AI to create the perfect atmosphere for your workspace. Whether you need to focus, relax, or get some energy, It adapts to your needs and helps you create the ideal environment.
And for businesses that want to automate complex tasks, there's Stack AI. This is a no-code platform that lets you use AI agents.
Hmm?
It's perfect for things like processing claims, analyzing documents, and automated support. It frees up your team so they can focus on more important things.
Stack AI gives businesses of all sizes access to AI automation, so it's easier to make things run smoothly. And if you've ever had trouble finding a specific moment in a video, Remy is the answer. Unlike traditional video search engines, Remy finds the exact moment that answers your question.
You don't have to scrub through hours of footage. It's like having an AI assistant who watched the whole video and can tell you exactly where to go.
And finally, we have Create My Banner. This tool uses AI to turn your ideas into professional-looking banners. It's great for content creators, marketers, or anyone who needs to make visuals quickly and easily.
It gives you customizable templates and suggestions, so you can create banners that look great and match your brand.
That's a really impressive list of tools.
Yeah.
AI is helping us do so much more. It's making us more creative and helping us work smarter. From automating things to creating new possibilities, it's changing how we live and work.
It just shows how fast things are moving in AI, and it makes you wonder what the future holds. As AI gets more advanced, we can expect even more tools and applications that will change industries and what's possible.
So we covered a lot today. We talked about Musk trying to take back OpenAI AI at the Super Bowl and all those awesome AI tools.
Yeah, it was quite the journey. We saw some incredible advancements, and we looked at how AI is being used in practical ways to change how we do things.
As you learn more about these advancements in AI,
Well,
we want you to think about something. How will you use these tools? Which ones will you try out? And how do you think they'll change your work and life?
it's a chance to dive in, experiment, and discover new possibilities. AI is powerful, and it's up to us to use it responsibly and creatively to shape the future.
That's right. We're watching a technological revolution happen,
Yeah.
and it's moving fast. The tools we talked about today are just the beginning.
And that's what's so exciting. The future of AI is full of potential, and we get to explore it, understand it, and make sure it benefits everyone.
It's an exciting time to be following AI. Don't forget to share this with anyone who wants to stay ahead of the curve. The more we know about this technology, the better we'll be able to handle its impact on the world.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into AI. We'll see you next time on AI Brief.